3-month-old Archie is suffering severe convulsions.
So what's happened? You've just come home and he's been like this?
Yeah.
The Labrador puppy is confused and frightened.
Have you got any baits or anything in your backyard?
Not that I know of, no.
Has he vomited at all?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, I'll take him through it straight away. We just need to see what's in his stomach, because to me this looks like a poisoning, like he's taken on board some sort of toxin. We'll just get a thermometer. I'm just worried if he has ingested something, he could be overheating and going into some sort of hypothermia. Yeah, so it's 41.3 degrees, so he's very hot. So can we get a cool bag of fluids, Neil?
Hey, buddy, just gonna settle down, mate. I know what's going on, okay? Just keep calm, mate.
So before we even get the fluids in, I'm just going to give him something to make him vomit straight away. Because the longer this toxin, or what I think is a toxin, sits in his stomach, the worse off he's going to be.
Do you know how long you were out?
We all left home about 8:15 this morning for school and work.
Archie's owner Danielle arrived home early after she had an unexpected trip to the dentist.
I'm grateful that I had to leave work and get this tooth taken out in an emergency, and otherwise I wouldn't have been home until after 4 o'clock this afternoon.
By 4 o'clock, Archie would have been dead.
Looking at the total hold over Archie's body that that poison has right now, if it gets much more serious, he'll die.
Yeah? Guess what we've got coming down?
Oh, what?
A lace monitor.
A what?
A goanna.
Goanna?
Yeah.
It's coming down?
Yeah, just got a phone call. This guy is a pet goanna that's been attacked by one of his bigger ones. So the one that attacked him was probably about that big, and the one that's coming down, the one that's coming down is probably only about 1 kilo.
It's pretty bad. It's a couple of centimetres deep and all across from one side to the other.
Peter has a collection of 20 goannas at home, and one of the larger family members has attacked the much smaller 5-year-old Bally.
To be honest, I am a little bit scared of reptiles. They give me the creeps, and treating or handling one of these is a bit of a nightmare for me.
Hey, little one.
You can't really trust them. I've been bitten by her actually a while back when she was smaller. I had to go to hospital for that.
I'm gonna actually, if you don't mind, take her out the back and get Jess, our nurse, to help me get that bandage off, and we can take a look.
We're supposed to learn about all animals at uni, but quite honestly, all I can remember about lizards and reptiles are a few lectures we had back in 3rd year.
Yeah, if you can be comfortable that you're going to hold her and that she's not going to bite me, because honestly, I don't deal with reptiles very often, and I'm instilling all my faith in you.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to work up at Australian Zoo, Wildlife Hospital, and we did a lot of lace monitors up there, wild ones, so I don't have a problem with a pet one. They're really cute as babies. Very, very cute. So they're just misunderstood. It's the claws and the tails that you need to watch out for in these guys, not necessarily their mouth.
All right. Now her tail, is there a spike?
No, they flick it really
flick
hard.
it hard.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to get like bruised from that and scratched and shredded from the claws. Fantastic.
This will target his brain and actually make him vomit, and vomit quite thoroughly.
Archie's life is hanging in the balance. There's a massive amount of toxin racing through his system.
Hopefully the result is that we remove whatever is in his stomach as much as we can. For a young puppy that's already immature and fragile, it's really damaging. It looks like a snail bait. There we go. All right, so that's green. So this looks like a snail bait, guys. Snail bait is designed to kill. It kills snails and it kills dogs too. It works by causing the nervous system to go haywire. When Archie takes on huge amounts of it like he has, it's like hooking him up to electricity and turning up the voltage. And there's no antidote.
Next on Bondi Vet, Lisa confronts her fear of reptiles.
Oh my God, Steph!
Watch.
And Chris battles to flush the snail bait out of Archie's system.
Unless we can get him through the next hour, then I'm not going to be confident.
Just stick with us. Just stick with us, all right?
42.5, so we're up again.
3-month-old Archie is in a fight for his life after eating snail bait.
His temperature's gone from 41.3 to 42.5. It's going the wrong way, we need to bring it down. The only way that you can do that is through giving cool fluids, cool towels, fans, cold water enemas, and stop the convulsions. The muscle contractions are right now what's putting that temperature quite high.
Okay, mate, you just got to keep calm. You're going to do some things too you're not going to like, all right? And if you keep calm, you're going to come out the other side.
That's fine. Just because he's vomited doesn't mean that Archie's out of danger here. Because there's no antidote, the treatment is all about getting rid of that toxin out of their body as quickly as you can. And you just hope they stay alive long enough.
Watch.
Unless we can get him through the next hour, then I'm not going to be confident.
Just stick with us. Just stick with us, all right?
I'm a bit nervous. I'm looking.
I've got him.
I'm looking at his claws.
Belly the lace monitor has been savaged by one of the huge goannas she lives with.
I don't even like the feel of this.
But before Lisa can treat the severe wound, she wants to give Belly a general anaesthetic. Finding the right spot is proving extremely difficult.
Oh my God, Steph! It's not the easiest thing to do because you can't really see the vein. I guess if I was taking blood for a dog or a cat, I could feel the vein and I could see it. Here we're kind of going in blind.
There it is.
Yay! How good is that?
And then just hold it.
Woohoo! I anaesthetised a lace monitor. But maybe the first and last time. Right, hun, just take some deep breaths. Talking to a lizard here. Look. Oh, she's really been ripped to pieces here. I see all the flesh and muscle right underneath there, so that big lace monitor has obviously come up to her and just taken a chunk out of her neck, and this needs to be stitched. I guess the main thing that I'm concerned about is infection. Goannas have got really nasty bacteria in their mouth and in their claws, and that bacteria can almost be venomous. It's that bad. So if we don't stitch up this wound and get her on some antibiotics, she can die from septic infection.
So this is really no different to a stomach pump. We're putting fluid in to get fluid out, but when that fluid comes out, it brings with it that snail bait. That's the critical part of this whole procedure.
Chris has now anaesthetised Archie so he can flush the poison out of the Labrador system.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. It just keeps on coming. That's what I'm finding so incredible, is that Archie's not a big dog, but geez, he went at this big, didn't he? Once I'm confident that I've actually got all the toxin out, I'm going to put some charcoal down through the same stomach tube. That's going to absorb any remaining toxin that's sticking to the intestinal wall. From there, we turn everything off and we wait.
Hello, buddy. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, you right? Bit confusing, isn't it? Right, so we're with you, buddy. Hey, do you remember us? There's no food here. No.
What we don't want is that uncontrollable tremoring, which we're not getting right now. This is good. I'm happy with this. This is good. Look, he's been through a lot. He's going to be exhausted.
So he'll stay tonight? No, I suppose if he's too tired, the kids can't see him.
Well, look, the kids can come in and see him if you want.
He'll only pick up from here, won't he?
Hopefully, just the liver's the only worry I have, and we're going to test for that. But
All right.
it's tricky because right now everyone's relaxing and going, geez, that was close. But was it close, or are we just beginning to see the signs of something more serious in the form of liver damage and even liver failure.
Bye-bye. I'll see you in a while. Okay.
Blood tests need to be taken later today to find out if Archie has suffered any long-term organ damage.
Rest up, and you'll feel a lot better.
While Archie recovers, Chris is on the road, heading to a difficult assignment at the Australian Reptile Park.
The idea is we'll get him off the mound. Yep. We're going to push him to the sides. You'd come in and you'd wave your arms and bring him around a bit and stay in a line with your mate next to you and bring him down.
Okay.
Tim and his team of wildlife keepers need to round up these incredibly fast yellow-footed rock wallabies.
Grab the tail,
Yep.
he'll swing down and we'll come straight in with the bag. First thing, in the bag, hang him up.
Chris can then check the female's pouches for joeys to make sure the breeding program is working.
These guys can jump metres high. They live on the side of cliff faces. It's not uncommon for one of them to go over your head.
Yeah. See, I've normally got the height advantage, but here it looks like they've got it all over me, doesn't it?
So we've just got to go through a little wallaby cage here first. In the wild now, it's sure to be less than 1,000 yellowfoot rock wallabies left. In New South Wales, there's very small pockets and colonies under intense pressure from predators and feral pests, and this captive breeding program is a good way of ensuring their survival.
There's a couple over here on the rock here. One coming around there.
That's it, got one here. Push over this way, boys.
Fast, isn't it?
If there's an opportunity to grab a tail, you grab the tail. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, good catch, mate.
1, 2, 3.
Touch there.
There was no touch. There was no touch.
Oh,
I think maybe I should have been chasing the brolga. He actually looked as though he was going to be a bit of an easier catch. They're laughing at me.
It's really important that we're in and out really quickly because these guys get stressed pretty easily. It is quite warm today.
Bring him right round.
But they'll start to lick their forearms and they'll get a bit of moisture.
Here it comes. That's better. He's gone.
Once we start to see those signs, if we haven't got them all, we pull the pin. We're done. Welfare of the animals is #1 priority.
Missed him.
After the break, will attack victim Bally survive her terrible bite wound?
The muscle under there is really shredded.
And a special hospital visit as Archie struggles to recover from his ordeal.
I love him so much. He's like another brother.
How far down do we go? We've got to work pretty quickly here because they're obviously very sensitive animals, very prone to stress.
Bally, the lace monitor, has had her neck ripped open by a much larger goanna.
The muscle under there is really shredded. The good thing is it doesn't look like it's gone through to her spinal cord. If it had, she would probably be paralysed, but I really need to fix up this shredded muscle and treat any chance of infection. Even though these reptiles freak me out a little bit, looking at Belly, I actually feel quite sorry for her. She has been bullied by a big bloke and she has copped a terrible bite. Thank you. All right, here we go. Her skin is really thick and tough, so I need to use a very thick suture material in order to close that wound. In a dog or cat, I would use something a lot finer. I'm trying to do neat ones so that she still maintains her attractive looks. And we're done.
Anti-inflammatory and antibiotic injections finish the lace monitor's treatment.
So just before she wakes up, did you want to give her a bit of a kiss on the nose?
I can't. I can't do it. You do it. No? Come on, kiss goodbye.
We're going to bring him around the yard, push him up in behind that, 2 or 3 roos in, you close the gate, and bang, we'll be on him, catch a few, bag them up.
Sure.
The Great Wallaby Roundup is continuing at the Australian Reptile Park to check how many females are carrying joeys.
1, 2, 3.
What do they do with a guy that can't catch the wallabies? He holds the bag.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Glamorous.
Oh. Too easy.
treat.
I mean, even a 50-kilo grey kangaroo, you put him inside a bag, they curl up into that fetal position, comfortable as long as they're cool.
It's like they're back in the pouch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's good. We got all but one, and it's a boy anyway. That'll have to do us for today. Now, they do bite, and they bite really hard.
Chris now checks the Wallabies' microchips and updates their health records.
1, 2, 3, off you go, mate. You just wanted.
Finally, a sign the breeding program is working.
Yeah, female. Pretty female. Your eyes are already well developed, isn't it? Ears aren't quite up off the head.
What do you reckon, about 100 days or so?
Maybe tiny, yeah, just under. Maybe 2 months.
So a serious part of the exercise is checking those pouches, and we discover we've got 2 joeys inside there, a male and a female, which is great news. It's showing the breeding program is working.
Jelly.
It doesn't do such good things for my ego, though, to know that I got outstepped by a mother and baby. That's a bit hard to take.
Well, we're on the surprise, it's a girl.
You're awake. It's important for me to see her moving like this. It emphasises the fact that there's no damage to her spinal cord and she's recovered well from the procedure. I think now we'll pop her back to bed to wake up more. I'm feeling pretty chuffed with myself now. I think that all went very well. If another one came in, yes, I would treat it.
While Lisa is congratulating herself on controlling her fear of reptiles, vet nurse Jess is still not convinced.
Oh my God. You are evil, all of you.
She's still a princess until she kisses a toad.
You should be telling me how brave I was. I was so brave.
Don't get too excited, but someone's here to see you.
Back at the Bondi Clinic, Chris is happy enough with Archie's progress to allow his family to visit. But the young dog is still fragile after eating a near fatal dose of snail bait.
Your little puppy's been through a lot today. He's still very sick though, and he's still very frightened about what's happened to him and what's going to happen to him. So be really gentle with him and don't make any loud noise and just walk in very quietly and just keep calm.
I love him so much. He's like another brother. He's just so special.
Let's chat in the morning and fingers crossed his liver's okay and then he can push on through.
Okay, thank you for everything.
That's all right. No worries at all.
I'm very lucky. Thank you.
Try to relax tonight. Okay, we're doing everything we can for him.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
There is one more important test Chris needs to perform on Archie.
So this blood in here is all about checking for that organ damage. He's been through a lot. How much his organs were affected during that 2 hours of chaos, we've got to find out. Are you ready for food? If I put the food down, you're actually going to eat it. Are you sure? I think you might be sure.
Archie's appetite is back after his snail bait ordeal. And so are his test results.
It's fine.
No.
Yeah, serious.
No way.
Absolutely fine.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
What a lucky dog.
The results are what we really weren't brave enough to hope for. His liver's fine, so it's managed to cop all that abuse it's been through, come out the other side, and not be showing any serious signs of damage. Do you want to go home before you eat the bowl?
Okay, all done. She was very well behaved.
Belly's going home after surviving an attack
Thanks,
that
Rose.
nearly tore her neck apart.
Bye-bye. Who knows, maybe I'll become Sasha's resident lace monitor specialist. There's my role. But I'll never kiss one. That is never, ever, ever going to happen.
So Belly's in this one.
Yeah, Billy's in here.
A few days later, vet nurse Jess visits Peter's reptile resort to check up on Bally's progress.
It's a bit of a size difference here.
The patient is being reacquainted with Big Rex, who nearly tore the lace monitor's head off.
He's having a bit of a taste there. Don't want any fighting going on here.
Back home?
Yeah, oh, he's not very happy, is he? She's incredibly lucky. I think she should buy the next lotto ticket, maybe.
Archie, setting a bit of a pace there. Look who's here.
Archie!
A happy Archie is back at home and seemingly oblivious to his near-death experience.
We'll probably end up sleeping in the bed with one of us. Yeah, just unconditional love.
Danielle has finally tracked down the snail bait that nearly killed Archie. It had been spread over the lawn at the back of their house.
I don't know where it's come from, and to see that there's still that much there, I can still see some here too.
So the packet's here as well, so the whole box has been thrown over here. It's all through here.
Everywhere?
Yeah. I'd hose it in and then I'd put dirt over the top.
Okay.
And try to keep them inside until you can really be sure that that's
It's gone.
been rinsed out. After all we've been through, where that snail bait came from may be a mystery. But the most important thing is that Archie's alive, he's happy, and the kids are over the moon. Incredible.
Oh, better.
From the Bondi lifeguards, right? Now, they reckon they've got a rabbit. Of course they've got a rabbit, because there's so many rabbits just grazing on the beach here. Now, has to be a setup. Dino.
Hi, mate.
How are you, buddy?
Good, Chris. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I bet. So, the rabbit.
Rabbit's up there on duty.
What the hell is this? Maxie, this is nice. I like this. It suits you.
It's got ears like me as well.
How'd you find it?
Just down North Bondi near the outdoor gym there. We were just like running in the bush and kept running through our legs. It took us about like an hour to catch it.
The lifeguards were alerted to the lost bunny at 7 a.m. Their first rescue of the day.
Yeah, if it had gone on the road, it would have been a pretty sad sight, but yeah, thankfully it didn't, and it's worked out really well.
I think it pissed on me.
The bunny appears to be 12 months old and looks too placid to be feral.
Now she's a Bondi rabbit for sure.
So what are we going to call her? She had the old Von zippers on. What about Von?
Von the Bondi rabbit. Give it a kiss, Maxie.
See, that's nice, isn't it? I'll be in touch.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Von is now off to the Bondi Clinic, where Chris will find out if the lost rabbit has been microchipped.
How did you get here? You going to come clean?
Very warm. I'll just go and quickly let Lisa know his temp's 41.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get a move on.
Okay, good idea.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, Michael has rushed in Bodhi after the 4-year-old German Shepherd collapsed at home.
I'm always worried because he's my best friend. You know, he never lets you down. You know, people let you down, but dogs don't.
Yeah,
I've never seen him like this.
He looks pretty flat. That's a boy. Having a really high temperature like this is really risky because basically it could cook their brain. So we really need to cool him down as soon as possible because if it climbs any higher, that's going to be life-threatening. Yeah, Bud, you're feeling pretty awful, aren't you?
We've got to get him on IV fluids and run some blood tests to try and work out what is going on here. He's in a really critical state and we have to get to the bottom of this now.
The results are shocking.
He actually hasn't got enough white blood cells in his bloodstream. You need white blood cells to fight infection. If you can't fight infection, you can become septic and die.
See what I picked up at the beach?
The beach?
Yeah.
What have you been doing down the beach?
Chasing rabbits.
Hello, little bunny.
First, Chris gives Von the bunny a general health check.
The worry with a rabbit that has been on the streets for a while is that they might pick up something like calicivirus or myxomatosis. It usually shows up through the eyes and they'll get crusting and runny eyes, but Von's eyes look pretty clear. Rabbits are often owned by kids, so for me I worry that right now there's a young child out there somewhere who's missing his or her little Von.
Your secret is about to be uncovered, young girl. So there's no microchip, which makes our job of finding an owner a little bit more difficult, but we're not going to give up. 1, 2, 3. Nice. I've got a bit of a plan. I'm going to get the word out there, and I reckon if we can get photos of this girl out in the streets, someone's going to know something. The information's out there.
Bondi Vet Hospital, Neil speaking.
Head vet nurse Neil volunteers to babysit Von, while Chris hits the Bondi Strip on his mission of mercy.
We're really pulling out all stops here to really alert not just Bondi but Sydney that a rabbit is lost and we're going to find its owners.
That night, Chris is called back to the clinic for an emergency.
So just received a call to a dog that's been hit by a car. I don't know too many details, but apparently it's in a bad way, especially one of its legs and its feet. Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you? Chris. Hey, Thomas.
G'day, Brad. This is Brad.
How are you? Who's this?
Toby.
Hey, Toby. Did you see him get hit?
No, I'd gone back to get my other dog off the street.
14-month-old Toby has just been run over by a taxi on a busy Sydney road.
Much more move. There's a bit of blood on the road.
You're right, Tobe. Stay there.
You can just comfort him and just make sure he knows he's okay.
You're right, Tobe. Stay.
The schnoodle has severe lacerations to his back legs and is having trouble breathing.
The one thing that can be a problem for them is in the impact they can tear a blood vessel in their chest, in their lungs, and if they bleed into that, then obviously they can't breathe through blood.
He's very excitable, happy dog. That's what this is. The stillness is what worries me.
Wait till Mummy and Daddy see you tomorrow. Won't they get a surprise?
Dog sitters Thomas and Brad have no idea how they're going to break the news to Toby's owners. They're on a sailing holiday in Queensland.
And they've been sending me text messages saying, missing our boy, so he's been really good, except he doesn't come when called. And he didn't tonight.
The priority right now is not so much his legs, not so much his injuries, but addressing his circulation, just making sure he can breathe, making sure he can pump that blood around his body, because if that doesn't happen, then we could be in trouble.
Next on Bondi Vet, Lisa races against time to solve a medical mystery.
He's petrified. Poor boy.
And the guilty dog sitters wait for a verdict.
I'm a little bit surprised by what we're seeing. His gum colour's okay, which is positive, so if he is losing blood, he hasn't lost a lot of it.
14-month-old Toby has been hit by a taxi. He's struggling to breathe and has extensive leg injuries.
One of the big problems with an impact with a car is that they can essentially tear part of their lung, which releases all the air and stops the pressure they need in their chest to breathe properly. Just to make sure he has that negative pressure in his chest. So we're going to put a needle into his chest and just suck out any air that could be a problem. Yeah, okay, so we're getting air coming out there. So he's actually got a pneumothorax.
A pneumothorax means air is leaking between Toby's lungs and his chest wall. If not treated, it can kill him.
The worry isn't so much his broken leg, that can heal, but a pneumothorax can get serious real quick, really quick. So what I do is essentially put in a valve here where we can suck the air out.
Good boy, Toby.
So every syringe full of air that we get out of this chest is another lot of air that he can actually breathe in, so this is good if we get this air out now.
Good boy. Your mummy's going to be very proud of you.
Toby's owners are on holidays in the Whitsundays, and his remorseful dog sitters are hoping Chris can save the schnoodle's life.
Left the kid at home. In safe hands, apparently.
Come on.
You're right, Tobe. Come on.
I'm just going to support his weight as a whole.
Despite Toby still being in shock, Chris now needs x-rays to confirm just how severe Toby's other injuries are.
Come on. You're right.
Alright, Toby. You guys can jump out.
Okay.
Right. Alright, you guys can come back in.
go, buddy. That's the way. Good boy, Bodie.
At Sash, Bodie is in a critical state. The 4-year-old's white blood cell count is dangerously low. Sadly, the most likely cause is cancer.
I know.
Yeah, darling, it's okay.
The ultrasound of Bodie's abdomen reveals no tumours or clues.
He's petrified. Poor boy.
He's a bit scared, isn't he?
It's really frustrating because I was hoping that it would give me some miraculous answer, but unfortunately there's nothing there.
Dad's coming in to visit you.
The next step is to do a bone marrow aspirate. It's a risky procedure, and so Michael's going to come in and see him before that because who knows what can happen.
Oh, that's okay. You've been a brave boy, haven't you?
It's gut-wrenching because, you know, you just don't know if you're going to see him again.
So yeah, I'm coming back every day to see how you are.
You're in a war. If it was up to me, I'll just turn my back and walk away from the war with him. But obviously, you know, the war's come to find us and we're just going to go head on and try and beat it.
Bye-bye, good boy. Thank you so much.
And it was absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, poor man is devastated.
I know, he's coming back. He's coming back, Bodie. Let's go. Come on, darling.
He's just hopeful. He still remains positive, which is what we need him to do because that's all we've got at this stage is hope.
Toby's X-ray results are ready.
I'm a little bit surprised by what we're seeing. For the fact that I'm not seeing any fractures.
He must be the luckiest dog in Surrey Hills, I reckon.
Yeah.
14-month-old Toby has been run over by a taxi and escaped with no broken bones.
I came in here tonight and when I first looked in I was thinking that this dog is going to need weeks in hospital having fractures repaired, whereas it might now be a day.
Okay, that's... Can you fix me before his parents go home tomorrow?
Chris can now start cleaning up Toby's wounds.
Come on.
You're right, Tobe. Come on. Come on,
We're halfway
Tobe.
there, Toby.
Tobe, good boy, good boy, good boy.
So he may not like these, but he's got 2 more injections, so what he's got is an antibiotic, first of all.
Does that one burn a bit?
No.
No?
Not at all.
That was good, Toby.
You have already tangled with a cab tonight, so just let's try and keep it in perspective. Okay? I know it's tough for you. I know it's a hard night for you. That's it for the needles, alright? Did you want to call his owners? Do you know what you need to say?
No, I don't.
I'd use bumped rather than hit.
That's a boy. Some oxygen for you. I know. It's a funny feeling. You're a good boy.
Bodhi's just been fantastic through all of this. I mean, his temperament is pretty amazing and he's been poked and prodded and has still wanted to give us cuddles, so he's just a lovely dog. Sleepy sleeps.
Bodhi is about to undergo a risky bone marrow test. Earlier tests show the 4-year-old has no white blood cells. The mystery is why.
Poor little dog.
Medical specialist Sophia Zanis uses a hand drill to extract the bone marrow sample.
I'm just going to gently feel for the top of the bone. So I suppose what we really need to know is if Bodhi's got cancer or an autoimmune disease. Neither of them are very good. I mean, I suppose we've got some chance of treatment with certain autoimmune diseases, but most of them are pretty serious and they don't actually respond well to treatment. So it could be very sad for Bodhi, but we'll find out. This is the only way we'll know.
Look at Bodhi. Oh, yes, he's going to see you tomorrow, puppy. Oh, it's okay. We're going to get you better. Oh, darling.
bone marrow test results are back. The good news, it's not cancer. The bad news, there's still no answers.
This has actually turned into a medical mystery. Bodhi's critical, he's having a plasma transfusion as we speak, and we still don't know why this is happening. His time is running out.
Lisa has decided to use a new superdrug.
And what it does is it tries to stimulate the bone marrow to produce white cells. Dad's here. It's pretty new and it's quite expensive and we don't know if it's going to work, but we really don't have many options here and we've got to try whatever we can.
Really? Oh, big bear. He's so glad to see you.
Michael has brought in his son for a visit. Bodhi and Jasper have grown up together.
He's probably at the top of my friends list.
If only love could cure them, it would make the world a better place. I mean, the relationship they have is just so special.
Bodhi. Bodhi, come here.
Did you want to call his owners?
Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe. Do you know what you need to say?
No, I don't.
I'd use bumped rather than hit.
Thomas was with Toby when he took off and ran under a taxi. Now he needs to summon his courage to ring Toby's owners, who are off sailing in the Whitsundays.
Westmail.
So it's Thomas. Just want to let you know we're at the vet at the moment with Toby. We've been here for a couple of hours. He had a bit of a run-in with a taxi. He doesn't appear to have anything broken. If you can give me a call when you get this message, that would be great. Sorry about that. And he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. Sorry. He's actually okay. That's the main thing. But he's just a bit whimpery. But he always is. Anyway, call me. Got it.
That went well.
That's right, yeah. So, what do you think?
You did the best you can do.
Chris rechecks Toby's punctured lung to make sure it's healing.
You're right, buddy. You're right. Come on.
Yeah, that's good. So there's just no air flying into that syringe. So that's good. Well done, Tobes. Well done.
For Thomas and Brad, the night from hell is over with a miraculous happy ending.
You're tougher than I thought. I'll give you that.
That's remarkable. Truly incredible.
All I can think is that young dogs do tend to miraculously bounce out of these situations.
Yeah, we'll call him Super Toby from now on. Toby's Super Dog.
Oh, yummy!
At Sash, a breakthrough for Bodhi.
His neutrophils, which is a type of white cell, they've come up to 1.4, which is excellent. It was 0 before. And we needed to get above 3, so he's halfway there.
Halfway there already?
Yeah. So
Look how
hopefully...
long, you came such a long way. Oh, thank you so much. You've done so well.
So hopefully by the end of the week, he will be able to go home, but
I'm
we
gonna
won't
call
get ahead of
Mummy.
ourselves.
Oh my God, that's fantastic news. We did never give up on you, Mummy. No. This is the best news ever, isn't it?
I think this is an absolute miracle. To think that this dog was on his deathbed a week ago. I don't like to say that I have favourite patients, but he's definitely one of the special ones. I feel so small next to him. He's just got a spirit. He's a fighter.
Good boy, you are a good boy.
Coming up on Bondi Vet, the search continues for the lost bunny's family. And will Bodhi's recovery continue? Chris is back on the Bondi beat, trying to track down the lost bunny's owners.
Hey Ruby, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you mind if I stick this up? We've got a lost bunny.
No worries.
Thank you. She'll be very grateful. The reality is that no one in Bondi really works. So I think if we hit the coffee shops, that should pretty much get 100% of the population. I mean, a weekday, what do those people do? They don't work, do they?
We're getting Bodhi. Come on, we're getting Bodhi.
Yeah, and We gotta be quiet.
You got to be quiet because he's not well.
1 week later, and it's Bodhi's big day. Michael has arrived at Sash with Jasper, his wife Katrina, and daughter Gigi to take their boy home.
Oh my God, look at him.
I know. He's looking so good.
He is. He knew he was coming home because I opened the cage and he was trying to push past me. As soon as I put the lead on, he was pulling me down the corridor. He knew today's the day.
This looks like his old self again.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. And I've got such mixed emotions now because I'm so happy with how well he's doing. I really thought he was going to die, so we have to be grateful for that. But we still don't know what caused this, and we still know that he can relapse, and that we just have to go step by step, day by day.
Run, Bodhi, run. Oh, no, he's got it. Bodhi, do you like being at home? Yes. Do you want to go back to hospital? No.
The great thing was that Bodhi went home and he had 3 wonderful weeks with his family.
Good boy, Bodhi.
And unfortunately, our big boy had a relapse, and despite doing everything we could, he didn't make it. And it's just the toughest part of the job because, especially when it happens to the ones that, you know, really touch your heart. I'll never forget Bodhi.
Dino, we've been having words.
Hello, Juice.
He's pretty excited.
Yeah?
I think this is a good move.
There's a new lady in my life, eh?
Despite Chris's efforts to find Von's owners, no one came forward, but a hasty adoption has been arranged.
Yeah, no, it is nice. It's lovely. You know, it's sort of providing a home for a lost soul. Now, Von, if you're going to go swimming, you got to swim between the red and yellow flags. Down this end of the beach, that's for surfing. She's onto it. I'm excited.
Mate, good on you.
All right.
It's good work from you. Thanks, buddy. All the best, mate.
I can't wait to see her in the backyard at home, just plodding around, and you know when you feed them and then they come back to you and they know you're like the mama or the dada. So that's what I want to be. Now if you see anyone in trouble, Von, you just let me know.